Hi there, it's Amy Infante, the CEO of GetGo. We're on a mission to help hotels build more revenue for their properties using proactive strategies. And we do that by focusing primarily on the small and mid-sized companies. And we feel that those are sort of underserved. They're not handled by global sales or national sales. They don't have mandated travel programs. Decision making is very fragmented there, but they truly have business needs, and they're a strong contender for new business development in our industry. We've certainly seen the impact to our customers in recent weeks, and we've been on strategy sessions and talking about who's still traveling and who's out there. And we've seen some really great insights and statistics around the small and mid-sized companies. And it's encouraging news to our customers, although they're just being throttled by cancellations and true just devastating impacts to individual properties and to entire companies. And so I don't want to make light of that by any means during this conversation today. And I definitely want to continue to encourage our partners and the industry that travel is still happening, and we're seeing it and we are celebrating it every single day. And we can help if you're looking for where to look, where to find, how to attract, how to convert that business. We're here during good times and also during times like this. So we're here for you. What I would love to share, though, on this video is talking about the softer side of sales, because being on these strategy sessions and in lots of conversation recently, I have seen the energy of sales leaders and sellers really in deep state of worry and fear, shell-shocked, and very much concerned, as they should be, about the economy and the state of affairs. And so I want to share some tips and things that I've learned personally, but also that we're implementing at GetGo, because sales is a mindset game. There's no doubt about that. And we need to protect the mindset of our sellers in order to make sure that we're getting through this and we can have the best possible recovery that we can hope for. And that's one thing that we're just incredibly focused on at GetGo. We must focus on the things that we can control. And fortunately at GetGo, we feel very much in control because we're being proactive, and it's all about the activity and the smart actions that we're taking to lead with heart, but also ensure that we are doing all of the right things that we can do right now. So we always ask ourselves, what is the next best thing that I can do, the next best action that I can take? And so we're here for your teams in that manner. The softer side of sales, though. So if you're a sales leader and you're listening to this message, I just want to encourage you to take care of yourself. Put your own oxygen mask on first, because that will allow you the energy that you need to lead your team in a time like this. There's a lot of young sellers out there that have not been through this. There's a lot of leaders out there that have not been through anything like this. I don't think that any of us have been through anything like this. However, we need to power through it, right? It's the cards we've been dealt. And so the way that we focus on ourselves and our health and our energy is really important. Some of the things that I'm doing personally, I make sure I sit in stillness every morning. Meditation is critical. Also, gratitude, sharing, developing a gratitude practice every single morning. So just write down a couple of things that you're grateful for in that moment, in that day. It's actually scientifically proven that the more you're grateful for, the more you have to be grateful for, and that people who are in a state of gratitude and celebration more often have have more to be grateful for. So it's a cyclical thing. I really encourage you to practice that, as well as then I've been sharing my own practices out with my team to let them know that, you know what, we are resilient. We can manage through this. It's not that complicated. Let's just take care of ourselves and take care of each other. Think in a healthy mindset first. So that's one way. And I just really want to stress to those leaders out there to take care of yourself. Okay? Get enough sleep, get enough rest, eat your veggies, wash your hands, right? And then second, so one of the things that we've implemented quite a while ago at GetGo is a celebration practice, an actual process that we have. So we have a system that we use internally to communicate with everybody. We also organize all of our projects and our scorecards and everything on this system. Well, inside the system, it pings every team member every day at 4:30, I believe, and asks the simple question, what are you celebrating today? It prompts every team member to type something, even the smallest things. We celebrate small wins as well as big. So we can hear anything from a new piece of business that was signed for a customer, hotel partner of ours, to somebody's child is celebrating doing really well in school, to somebody celebrating a loved one coming home from the hospital. I mean, all kinds of things get celebrated on there, but what it does is it really prompts the team to focus on the good things that are happening, because even though we are pummeled with all of the negative news and the impacts to our businesses and our economy, we can always find something to celebrate. So that's one thing that we're doing. The other thing is really making sure that we're mindful about sharing information and facts with our team, being steadfast in that, sharing perspective. So last week I had 6 flights. I was in 3 different hotels, and I was traveling and talking to customers. And so bringing back what the reality was of my travel experience to the team seemed to really calm some fears, as well as bring peace of mind. You have to keep in mind that team members are always thinking about, what's going to happen to my job, to my company, to my career after this? How will this impact? And so ensuring that, we'll get through this and we'll come out even better. So I look at this whole situation as a test of our resolve. There's some opportunity here to learn some really valuable lessons that if we don't heed them today, they'll come back in a future form for us. So we need to pay attention to them now. Contracts, and there's lots of discussions around the industry on things that we're doing, right? But let's make sure to document those things so that we can remember, and that the next time something happens, we're ready. And I think we've done a good job of that. I've heard a lot of leaders talk about, keeping files on past events and things. So that's great. I think that's wonderful, because it's again focusing on what we can control and how we can impact the best recovery possible. So that's really what I wanted to share. I'm thinking about doing maybe more of a live Facebook Live event on this. So if you have any feedback or would like to share what you're doing internally, but I think the discussion is important to have, because we must protect the mindset of our teams. If you're in sales, you are wired for achievement, probably some competition, but you need to see things happen. You're probably an activator that needs to see results. And right now, in the midst of the news, it can get pretty humbling and scary at times. And so we've got to focus on some things to ensure that we don't, fall into the pits during this time period, and we can help each other through. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Hang in there, and please reach out if there's anything that I can do for you personally. I'm thinking about you all, and I'm right here with you.